Terquavion Smith is a very skinny 6'4" combo guard who flirted with the draft after his freshman season, but elected to come back. I was on him pretty early last season and was projecting him as a late first round pick if he had decided to leave school, so this video isn't exactly my first impression of Terk because I watched him a bit last season, but it is my first impression of his sophomore campaign. Currently he's top 10 among my sophomore rankings, and he's improved his passing stats from last season as he's taking over a bit more of the point guard duties. His steal rate is also up a bit, and is currently over 3%, which is very good. Terk's value proposition is mostly predicated on shot creation, but obviously he will need to prove he can hang somewhat on the defensive end, and ideally you'd like to see him become more of a point guard over time. With that said, let's get to the tape of his game against Kansas. Given his combination of stats and what I've seen here, I'm giving Terquavion Smith a B- right now. That may sound bad if you're super high on him, but my grades are on an absolute scale where an A would be like a top 5 pick. A B- could be anywhere from 20 to 40, depending on how deep the draft ends up being. At this point, I don't think I'd move much higher on Turk from where I was last season, because at the end of the day, I'm not convinced his offensive prowess is so elite that it negates the concerns I have about his physical profile and whether his guard skills will ever be good enough to enable him to shift over to the 1, which is a huge advantage from a team building standpoint. But I will say I'm somewhat impressed and maybe even surprised by the effort he puts out on the defensive end. You don't usually expect someone this small, who is mostly known for his offense, to do much of anything on that end, so I have to give Turk some credit for that. Having said that, it will be tough for him at the next level on the defensive end, no matter how hard he tries, and you worry that given the role of a bench scorer or something along those lines, that his defensive effort would wane significantly. Regarding his shooting, my guess is he's never going to be an elite shooter, but I do really like the possibility of him moving off the ball more. That aspect could be an X factor for him with respect to his NBA future. Something to keep in mind down the road. Regardless of where you come down on Turk as a pro prospect, there's no doubting he's a super fun college player right now. If he can make a run in the tournament, it wouldn't shock me to see a team make him a lottery selection on draft night. Okay, that's all I have for now. If you like this video and want to see more of this type of content, please like and subscribe and leave comments or questions below. Do you have a player you want me to review? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, peace.